All right, here's another example of a two-step solving equation. And in this case, again, we have to look at, are there any like terms I can combine? Are there two terms with the same characteristics I can combine? Now, the last example, we did two numbers, two constants, because they both didn't have variables, so we can combine those numbers together. But look at this case. We have a 3x plus a negative 5x. So we have two terms that both have an x in them. So these are like terms because they have the same variable. Now, it doesn't matter what number's in front because that's the part we're going to combine together, but they both have an x in them, making them like terms. So once we establish that they're like terms, now we need to do the math. So we need to look at the numbers in front, which it's 3 plus a negative 5. So 3 plus a negative 5. And so, again, I go to my jingle, same sign, add and keep, different signs, subtract. And so they're different signs. 3 plus negative 5 is, we're going to subtract those two numbers. So 5 minus 3 ultimately is 2, but we keep the sign of the bigger number, then you'll be exact. So the bigger number is negative 5, so I'm actually going to write negative 2x equals negative 8. So I combine 3x plus negative 5x, which gives me negative 2x. All right, so now we're done with that first step. We now move on to our second step because x is still not by itself. In order to get x by itself, we have to do something else. Notice how there's a number directly in front of my variable x, so that means we need to do the opposite to get rid of it. So the opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2. When I divide by negative 2, again on the left, negative 2 divided by negative 2 is positive 1. So positive 1 equals, and then on the right side, we have a negative divided by a negative, so I know my answer is going to be positive. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Now remember, we don't have to write the 1 in front of x when we write our final answer because it could be invisible. That's what makes multiplication so versatile, as we'll say. The 1 is in front. We can use it when we need it, but we can also make it go away and just write x if we need to, because it's implied that there's one x if we write an x there. So x equals 4 is my final answer.